Good morning, everybody. I am thrilled that you're here today. I'm thrilled you're joining me. Today's topic is how to deal with the stress that comes with dealing with a narcissist. If you don't know who I am, I'm Rita Hickman. I'm a body mind expert and a shiatsu massage therapist, but my specialty is helping women who are in toxic and narcissistic relationships. I help them get their strength back and their energy back and their mind back and think clearly and really create a life that works for them instead of living a life that they're sort of stuck with. We get you unstuck and moving forward if you're in a difficult relationship like narcissism or someone who's really toxic or mentally ill, things like that. Anyways, on with today's topic. So, one of the things I picked up along my journeys um, is a rule about the body. And the body has two different kinds of nerves. They have nerves that are for pleasure, and they have nerves which are for pain. Now, pleasure nerves are very slippery. They've got all this extra coating on them. And so signals for pleasure travel to the brain very fast and they hook into the different receptors, the different parts of the brain that that give you information. Now, nerves for pain are different. They don't have as much of a coating on them, and so the messages are slower. And so the messages for pain don't get to the brain as fast as the messages for pleasure. And remember, you only have so many different plugins, let's say, for receptors for how you feel. And so if pleasure goes to the brain faster than pain, then the rule that we use in body work is that if you have to do something painful, you do something pleasurable at the same time because it means that you can handle it better. So let me give you some different examples. So one of the biggest challenges with people in toxic relationships, the victims in toxic relationships, is that their level of stress is so high that it hijacks their body. In fact, that's one of the things that most women struggle with the most. Isn't what's happening to them, isn't what's being said or how it's the tone or the energy around it. It's how their body reacts. Ever since I was a kid, I really struggled with that. I've always had a sensitive nervous system. And so my body is super sensitive to stress around me. And then I grew up in an environment that was super stressful already. And so my already sensitive self struggled really, really, really hard. And I would get all these crazy symptoms. I was constantly, my stomach was always upset. I had digestive issues. I had headaches. I was always tired. Mornings were really difficult. I didn't have patience. My body just was horrible. And in fact, many times I felt paralyzed by how I felt. I felt so uncomfortable that I couldn't do anything. I could only sit there and hope that, I'd be able to move soon, that the pain would go away long enough that I could get on with my life. That's what I would always think. So I'd have these summers, I'd be home for summer vacation and I couldn't do anything all summer because my whole body was being hijacked by the level of stress that I was under. So when you're in the middle of a situation with someone, that is causing your body to react in ways that you don't want it to react, in ways that keep you from, thinking clearly, because when you're stressed out, your brain doesn't think clearly. Cortisol gets in the way of processing of your brain. And so your thinking actually slows down. Have you ever noticed that when you're under a lot of stress? What happens is your brain gets foggy and you don't make good decisions. Yeah, there you go. So, stress causes all sorts of crazy symptoms, like you're not able to think clearly, your blood sugar's all over the place, you have digestive issues, maybe back problems, maybe joint issues, maybe your body attacks itself and you have some underlying inflammatory thing or fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia, in fact, they're starting to realize is a combination of things. It's usually childhood trauma coupled with digestive issues, coupled with current stress. I mean, it's a dynamic. It's not just one thing to fix things. And that's true about all of this stuff. There isn't just one way to fix it. It's that everything comes together and starts working together. So, one of the problems is a narcissist attacks you and your body reacts. And maybe it makes you feel jittery or on edge, or your stomach hurts, or your back hurts, something like that. This is where the rule I was talking about the body comes in. Because your real problem isn't necessarily with the narcissist. Your real problem is with how your body and mind are handling the situation with the narcissist. You want to be able to go out into the world no matter who's out there, no matter how toxic or horrible or awful they are. You don't want to be in a state of having to protect yourself all the time. So instead, you need to learn how to stay grounded and present when you're around toxic, negative, hard people, so that you can think clearly, so that your brain doesn't fog up, so that your body doesn't want to run in the opposite direction. So instead, you're able to see the situation and make good choices. So, how does distraction work? So, if you're having symptoms of stress caused by a narcissist, that means you need to do things which feel good. Cool, huh? So, the whole message of this thing is about doing things that feel good. For example, if I'm at this used to happen to me when I was younger, especially in my 20s. When I would go to a party or there would be a lot of people around, I could feel all of their energy, which meant that my body ended up under stress and I feel very jittery. So things that I would do would be, if I was hot, I would do something that would make me cold. If I was cold, I would do something that made me hot. If I was if my stomach was upset, I would take something or eat something that had a very strong flavor to it. So I would eat something or do something or even smell something that had a very strong odor or flavor to it. You know, you can use curry, for example, or you can use anything that you love, dark chocolate or a really good lavender oil, something like that, because that is now traveling to the brain. The taste and the smell is traveling to your brain faster than the feelings of discomfort and stress. You put music on that you love because that travels faster to the brain. You do movement and activities that you love because that travels faster to the brain. Maybe you dance, maybe you do your breath work, maybe you do yoga, maybe you sing something, you know, because if you're doing something that feels good, that you enjoy, physically feels good, then what's going to happen is that it will dial down what you feel about the stress. It will help you stay grounded. It will help you stay present. So it's important when you don't feel good, and if this isn't a time to be stressed out and you're not using it as your healing work, as an opportunity to heal, if you're just feeling stressed and you need to dial it down, start looking at things that you can do which make you feel good. Choose things which are relatively healthy for you. You know, so seriously, when I start to get more stressed out, I go to my favorite place one of my favorite places in the world, which is King Spa, and I spend a day at the spa. I spend a day going in and out of saunas and steam rooms and hot tubs, showers, and because it gives your body the break it needs in order to heal itself, in order to get the insights and the understanding, to break the pain pattern that you're in from the stress. Because if you don't break the pain pattern, then your body stays stuck. So if you're struggling with something, try taking a shower, try taking a bath, because the feel of the water on your skin will travel faster to your brain than the discomfort you're feeling. I love baths. Baths are one of my favorite ways to manage stress because they're warm, there's a temperature, there's the water on my skin. You know, what stress does to the body, one of the things it does to the body is it takes the blood vessels and it narrows them. What that means is it makes your skin feel like it's crawling, makes your skin feel a little tingly, like it's edgy, and you just can't get comfortable because your skin is uncomfortable. If you do something like taking a shower or taking a bath, it gives your skin a different sensation. So it doesn't feel like it's crawling. Instead, it feels calm. And doing something, even though when you get out of the bath, you may feel that stress still, it might not get all of it, it gives your body a break. It gives it a break from what's going on. So, textures, um, beautiful things to look at, pictures or memories, people that you love, the touch of skin. A massage is one of a wonderful way to do it because it gives your body a whole different sensation, a sensation that lets your body heal itself because it breaks that pain pattern, breaks the stress pattern. So think about all the sensory things that you can do that you know make you feel good. I mean, literally, when I am uncomfortable, I will find a way to change my body temperature. You know, you can drink cold water and it will change your body temperature. You can go outside in the middle of winter without a jacket and it will change your temperature. And what that change does, that different sensation, is it dials down the stress of how lousy you feel because you're around people who are toxic and you're feeling stressed out. Okay. So, your homework for today is to two things. Not only think about all the things that you could do so that you're prepared, that you could do that would that feels good to you. I love some of my favorites are soft sweaters, good sheets. Oh my gosh, I just got good sheets for my bed. Do you know how amazing that is for helping, feel calmer and helping your body feel good? Or good pillowcases. Even if you don't get good sheets, get good pillowcases because you'll feel them on your skin, you know? Bring in a good piece of dark chocolate. Bring in, the essential oils that you just love. Surround yourself with flowers and beauty and positive memories. Give yourself wonderful tastes. I love ginger candies. I use these extra strength ginger candies, and they're wonderful for helping with nausea and abdominal discomfort. Not only because the ginger helps, but because it gives you a different activity and it gives you a different taste. Now you're sucking on a candy, and that travels to the brain faster than the pain. You've got the taste, the strong taste in your mouth, and that travels to your brain faster than the pain. Do you see what I mean? So you need to make a list of all the different sensory things, physical sensory things that you can do, from movement to laughing to watching a good movie to smelling something to tasting something to feeling something to looking at something, watching a fire, listening to the rain, good music, different music. Different music will make you feel different ways too. So think about everything that you have that's available to you. And I know you have a lot because this stuff doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost anything to go outside and breathe in different air. Okay. And if you really want something, they've got great apps that teach you how to calm yourself too. They do wonderful biofeedback sorts of things. And then your second homework assignment is to do something. Notice, do a body scan, notice when you're feeling stressed, and then do something, whatever it may be. Do something that makes you feel good. And what it will do is it will travel to your brain faster than the pain, allow your body to have a break, give it a break from the pain that and discomfort that you've got, allow it to heal itself, allow you to catch your breath and catch your thoughts and get grounded again. And then you can deal with the situation. Because if your body is being hijacked by yourself, which is the worst kind of betrayal, isn't it? It's not somebody else doing it. It's your body hijacking you in response to what's happening in your environment. It's your body doing it. And so when you focus on making your body feel good, then you'll move forward. You'll be able to handle better the stress around you. So do something pleasurable or take something pleasurable. One of my favorite things is GABA when it's under a lot of stress because it physically takes the edge off. You need to look for things that physically take the edge off. And when you do that, it'll dial it down enough so that you can start to think more clearly. start to get some traction again. Okay. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Okay.